and welcome. Can you please introduce yourself and your company?
Sure. So my name is Alex Benjamin. I'm head of business development at Aevi, and we specialize in card-present payments infrastructure for PSPs, fintechs, acquirers, and global banks all around the world.
And you're working together with OvationCXM. Tell me about that.
Yeah, so for one, we chose Ovation because they're a great partner to work with, but two, really, they're a software-centric customer service and support company, and we chose them simply to reduce the operational burden of our customers kind of engaging with our solutions and deploying them out in the market.
And can you expand on why there is a need for your service for businesses in North America?
Yeah, so in the general payments landscape, it's fairly competitive. There's always different solutions and competing factors. And at Aevi, we really focus on the software and the technology to kind of deliver next generation in-person payments experiences. And so our focus is sell the software and let our customers not have to have the operational burden and structure to support the back end of our solutions and services. And so we really think the match with Ovation has made the partnership pretty compelling and allowed our customers to reduce the friction and get to market in a much quicker way when we have a back end servicing partner to kind of support our products and services.
And tell us about how you're expanding here in North America in particular and the opportunities that you're seeing.
Yeah, so we see a lot of opportunities in this space, mostly with the fintechs, the PayFacs, the e-commerce companies looking to build a card present. The reality of the payments landscape is that you need a 360-degree view of your transactions, and Aevi specializes just the in-person payments aspect. And so we see the opportunity of small businesses looking for new experiences, value-added services, and at Aevi, our platform actually powers all these different solutions in the market.
And looking ahead, what trends do you foresee in the payment space, let's say if in 5 years from now?
Yeah, so I see payments, integrating very closely with banking services, embedded finance, PayFacs becoming, sort of table stakes, right? And so at Aevi, we have tools and solutions to make sure that the end-to-end customer experience actually reflects kind of these, merchant propositions out in the market. And one thing specifically that we like to focus on is our API onboarding tool that allows our customers to seamlessly board their terminals into the back office all through automation. There's no longer kind of the middleman in between for data entry. We can consume the CRM directly with the Ovation partnership and provision terminals so they can deliver seamless customer experiences. And then within those customer experiences, there's different software stacks, right? And those software stacks can have value-added products like finance solutions, banking products, loyalty solutions, POS, whatever it may be. So as the payments landscape evolves, merchants are going to be looking for value-added offerings, and that's really where Aevi's sweet spot is, to deliver these value-added offerings through our SmartPOS platform.
And do you feel like customers and small and medium-sized businesses are really embracing fintech and innovation and integrating it as part of their day-to-day lives?
Yeah, I mean, the reality is small businesses, they're good at what they do, which is running their business, and they don't often know how software can enhance their business. So I think there's a shift in gravitating towards the software side of the business. I think it's really important to keep things simple. I think it's really important to be consultative with these small businesses and help them understand where the efficiencies come into play. And so with Aevi, we like to provide that fundamental layer for these small businesses to provide kind of enhanced propositions and run their businesses.
And finally, we're here at the Fintech Meetup. How are you finding this event?
It's great. It's our first time attending. We're meeting a lot of unique, prospects, partners. It's great to be here with Ovation and to showcase our partnership. So far so good. I think there's a lot of innovation going on in the space. It's a corner of the market that we're leaning into because we believe the bundling of software and services is sort of where everything's headed, and we're happy to be here.
Hello, welcome. Can you please introduce yourself and your company?
Yeah, absolutely. So I am Guiseppi Marzelli. I am the co-founder and head of BD at OvationCXM. And so we are a customer journey building tool for banks, fintech leaders, payment companies. We help them build customer experiences and make it obviously more customer-centric as it is, in today's very competitive world, as they're going up against a lot of big brands like Square, Plaid, Brex, all these companies that are always focused on the customer experience.
And tell us why the customer experience is so crucial for banks and fintechs and businesses in general.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel like that they've always had kind of this clunky traditional experience that you call in, you get bounced around, you play ping pong, trying to find really your resolution, and you're always being passed. And everyone's been through that experience, even as a consumer. And even in today's world, we just saw with community banks, right? You could walk out of this room and start a new bank account in minutes, right? You could download one of the apps and just join, and it's so easy for you to move around as a customer that merchants are having that same flexibility. So if you don't drive a great experience from the beginning, if you don't give them a great boarding, activation, and servicing experience, it's easy for them to move. And so I think that's why today you really got to focus on that experience and make sure that you're doing all the fundamentals to make sure it goes well.
And are businesses in North America waking up to that and taking it seriously as they should?
I think they are. I think obviously with what we just saw in the recent news, I think more than ever, a lot of our companies are taking time to really invest in that CX experience and making sure, again, it's not just a good support experience or it's not just a good sales experience, it's a good onboarding and activation experience. And that has been, it seems in North America, forgotten for a good amount of time. So now that a lot of these fintech leaders are taking charge and they're creating those great experiences, everyone feels that the competition's, it's breathing over their back, and they gotta obviously enhance their experience. So.
And in a nutshell, what makes a good customer experience?
Yeah, I think the journey building is obviously the biggest piece, right? And a journey can be anything from once I signed up, once I enter the hotel and they text me right away, and Mr. Marzelli, thank you for staying at the Hyatt. How's your stay so far? That feels good, right? That feels good as a customer because you're paying for something, they're engaged, and it's not displacing human touch. You can use AI just to make it so it's really easy to interact and share your feedback. Of course, if I needed someone, they could say, let us know if we can help. You can start chatting with someone right away. We see that on the consumer side all the time. So why not on the merchant side, right? Merchants are always, they're ordering hardware, they're signing up for new products with banks. Why not give them that same experience so that when they sign up, they feel good, they get through this customer journey of automation, but also feeling like someone is available and knows their profile, knows who they are, and knows that they can, speak to them and obviously give them great answers.
And is there anything exciting for your company that's in the pipeline that you would like people to know about? Projects, partnerships, collaborations?
Yeah, absolutely. So we're working with Aevi right now, which is great. They're a global leader, for their smart terminal. So just excited to work with them, across borders and help them enhance the experience. I also found that in recent, we just released in recent news, ChatGPT, which is a big piece of what we're doing in our OvationCXM platform. And so that's just allowing, again, our partners to utilize AI tools to help guide the customer journey, but again, not displace human touch. So it's that kind of mixture of make everybody feel warm and fuzzy, that they have easy guidance, they have an easy visual of how to get point A to point B, but also making sure that people are available to help them in case they get stuck.
Very exciting conversation topic, ChatGPT. Can you just expand on that and how you think that will transform the financial industry?
I think it goes back to the merchant, right? Merchants they're in a very complex ecosystem. They have so many different products, and even with their point of sale, they might have their ISV software, but they have a payment provider and then a bank that they're using as well for their deposits and maybe a loyalty program. Right there, it's already a little chaotic for them. They are good at making pizza, they're good at making sandwiches. They don't want to focus on that, right? So when a problem occurs, using ChatGPT to really identify what the problem is and make sure that that question is going to the right team or the right person at the right time. Therefore, you don't have to call into an 800 number, be bounced around, and everyone trying to figure out who you are, what company you're supposed to be talking with when an issue happens. If I sell you a point of sale system or a payment terminal, and my company sells that to you, you're going to want to call my company and make sure that we're handling that, right? So ChatGPT is going to help both the merchant on the front end make sure that they're getting to the right team, but also help the customer experience agent make sure that they're also directing the person to the right team at the right time.
Very exciting. And finally, we're here at the Fintech Meetup. What are your thoughts about this event?
I love it. The speed dating rounds are actually really fun. You just run around and you're meeting wonderful people. It's so fun to see how innovative everyone is, and it's great just to walk the floor at the exhibit and just see all the new ideas. I think that's always like the most exciting part.